So you gotta hear this story. This came from a guy named Greg in Tennessee. He said, my wife and I started an adoption of a little girl named Lily in August of 2007. We were able to finally bring her home in November of 2009. I'm the pastor of a church in Tennessee, and the adoption became a process embraced by our whole family of faith. As a part of the adoption, though, my wife had to move into an apartment in Guatemala so we could foster our now 8-year-old daughter. We spent 7 months apart from one another, the most difficult test we've ever faced as a couple. But the pain that marked those 7 months was quickly replaced when we finally made it home. The joy we shared when we arrived here reminded me of what it must be like when one of God's children finally come home. We left Guatemala with no fanfare and a few tears. We arrived at our home with church members lining the streets with banners, cheering and sharing our great relief. That's a good story, isn't it? You can clap for that story. And that wasn't the only story like it. I got hundreds of stories, and I believe the Lord is working in people's hearts all across the country, opening their hearts to adoption and the scriptures that call us to care for the widows and the orphans. And my friend Lisa and several people in this community have responded to that call to care for the orphans. And I'm a spokesman for Operation Christmas Child and The Greatest Journey. Man, that's what they're all about. They're about reaching these children. And man, tonight, so I took a trip to Bogota, Colombia, and you're gonna see some footage of that trip with Operation Christmas Child on the screen. But I also got something special for you guys. There's a couple of guys here tonight who know what it's like to be an orphan. They know what it's like to find a home, too. My new friends, Mark and Jan, you guys, some of you heard of them? Well, I asked them to come up and sing this song with me. What do you think about that? You want to invite them up on stage? Why don't y'all get up on your feet? We're going to sing this victory song. This is a song called One Less. Come on up here, fellas. Give them a hand.
Someone to be her miracle. There's a wife somewhere halfway around the world, begging God for a little girl she can call her own. Where worlds collide and colors fade, and a man and a wife brought their little girl home today, and there's one